Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First of all, hello everyone. I miss you so much. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala bless all of you. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala bless our gathering and make the last word of our life, La ilaha illallah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Last time we are in the fiqh of food and drink. Unfortunately, I didn't find time to look at the last episode, so I didn't know what I said in last episode. But I can expect, so if I miss something or repeat something, then forgive me. We said first that this is very important type of fiqh because ibadah is a broad concept. Muslim should know what is haram and in halal in all aspects of life. And drink and food is not exception. So you have to know what is haram and halal because we are slaves of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. In Quran there is Surah Al-An'am, the cattle. Why Surah Al-An'am? Because the people of Arabia at that time, they try to say this type of animal are permissible, this is not permissible. This is, Allah said, that's not your business. To say haram or halal, that's only the haqq of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. And the messenger of Allah is just deliver what Allah tabaraka has revealed to him. So that's something very important. We said also, I think that's the first test that Adam tested with is eat from all the place in Jannah except from that tree. Except from that tree. And that's also, for many scholars, is the process of the test in this life. All the food are halal except few things. All the drink are halal except few things. All a certain aspect of ibadah is halal, default is always halal except few things. So it's very important to know that. Okay, we divide this series. We'll talk about the animals in the land first, and then in the sea, and then flying animals, and then we'll mention some issues related to drink and food, inshallah ta'ala. First of all, before we talk about what is haram and halal in land animals, we want to discuss with those people who prefer to be vegetarians. To be vegetarian, that's fine. If you don't like meat, that's up to you. That's absolutely fine. But the problem with vegetarians, when they believe that if you eat meal and slaughter animals, this is barbaric. This is not good for animals. Where's your heart? You don't have soft heart. How can you slaughter animals? If you come to this, there's big problem here. Because Allah Almighty is the one who made this permissible for His slaves. If you go that, then you now reach a very red area. This is now not the business of a human being. Allah is the only one who say what is permissible or what is not permissible. So if you don't like meat, that's fine. Very delicious, I'll let you know. But if you don't like it, that's fine. If you want to be vegetarian because you think it's more healthy, that's also fine. But you can't say, I don't believe in eating meat because they slaughter animals and that's not a human character or something. Now you go beyond these limits. Okay, we start now with the land animals. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in Quran, He only forbid one type of animal in Quran. What's the type of animal? Khinzir, or lahma khinzir. That's the only specific animal that Allah Almighty in Quran He forbid. Is pig, which is khinzir. And the flesh of pig now has a lot of names in English. So you have to be aware about that. Maybe sometimes you think it's just a one word, but it's a lot of words in English. Can you tell me some of these words? Pork. It's number one. Ham, bacon. Yes, that's right. Boar, B-O-A-R. Swine, that's right. Spam. Okay, that's new for me. So you have to know that there's many names for the flesh of pig in English. So maybe you think just this name and you say pagan. Oh, this is very nice. Maybe something. No, you just have to name all these names. So Allah said, أو لحم خنزير. Then when Allah said this explicitly, it means this is haram. There's no room for interpretation here. You can ask why it's haram to seek for wisdom. Maybe we know the wisdom, maybe not. But what we know for certain, it's haram. It's very clear. And this is one of the very, basic in any Muslim, that he know that to eat pig is haram. And the main reason and wisdom of any haram, number one, is a test. As we said in the story of Adam, don't eat or eat from all the trees except that tree. Why? Just a test. To test if you have self-control, if you obey your Lord in everything or not. One day, my sister told her son that it's haram to eat khinzir. Then he asked why. She said because that's not healthy, it's maybe cause problem, maybe. Then he remained silent and said, what if we brought pigs, female and male, and we raise them in very healthy environment, and then we wait for the third generation, and then we eat from that. We know for certain it's healthy and there is no problem at all. So, test is the main reason for any haram in Sharia. That Allah wants to test you, that you can control yourself. If Allah said no, you say sami'na wa ata'na. That's number one, the only certain animal in Quran. In Quran also, there's Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةُ. Dead animals. Even the animal is halal, but it's now dead, it's now become haram. So for example, if the camel or cow or goat or sheep, which is permissible by conscience, if you find them dead, you can't eat dead animal. You can't eat dead animal. حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةُ وَالدَّمُ لَحْمُهُ. So this is mayta. This is dead animal. In Quran, we're still in Quran. We don't come to the Sunnah. In Quran also, blood. حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةُ وَالدَّمُ. That when you slaughter the animals, that's why that blood will come. It's haram to eat that blood. That's why Rasulullah said, blood, only the blood you find just on the bones, that's fine, or liver, which is okay. Otherwise, it's not permissible. Obviously, no one will. So, that's what is in Quran. قُلْ لَا أَجِدُ فِي مَا أُوحِيَ إِلَيَّ عَلَى طَاعِمٍ إِلَّا أَن يَكُونَ مَيْتَةً أَوْ دَمًا أَوْ لَحْمَ خِنْزِيرٍ فَإِنَّهُ رِجْسٌ أَوْ فِسْقًا أُهِلَّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ بِهِ. That's another kind in Quran. If a halal animal, camel for example, or cow, but someone which is non-Muslim slaughter that for the sake of idols, for example. Even if he slaughter that in very right way, but the intention of that slaughter is for the sake of idols, then it became haram here because of that. أو فسقا أهل لغير الله به. That's what is in Quran about the land animals. Now we come to Sunnah, and it's obvious for Muslim that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his sunnah also is a type of revelation. If there is a consensus, and we know that this is an authentic hadith, then we have to obey Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the sunnah adds some prohibited animals. Number one is domesticated donkey. You can't eat domesticated donkey. Obviously, no one will eat it, I think. So that's haram. Is there any type of wild donkey the Arab eat? Why they say domesticated? What's the opposite of domesticated? Like what is it? What's wild and donkey? Zebra. So zebra, Arab call it also donkey. Let's just keep that in mind. Huh? They don't call it zebra. They call it himar wahshi. They called wild and donkey. So that's why he said domesticated. So zebra haram or halal? Halal. Does anyone taste it? No one. Okay. So sunnah add number one, domesticated donkey. And for that, there's another one which is sunnah doesn't talk about it. But many scholars, vast majority, they say it's just like domesticated donkey, which is mule. Mule is when the horse, male horse, get married with female donkey, then the child will be mule. So because of that, domesticated also, and they said mule also are the same. So this is number one. Number two, which is a very wide range of animals, which is نهى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن أكل كل ذي ناب من السباع. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, he prohibited predator animals, which they usually hunt with their fangs. So predator animals, that's the first criteria. Second, they also hunt with their fangs. Like what? Lion. Now we talk about land. Okay. Like, yes, tiger. So if these two criteria, then it's prohibited. If one of them is missed, then you'll find always disagreement between scholars. But bear in mind that even this general rule is disliked in Malikiya madhab, not prohibited. Maliki madhab is the only madhab they said that predators are disliked. What does dislike mean? We have in Sharia haram, which is certainly prohibited, and we have dislike, makruh. So for Maliki madhab, all the predators are only makruh. Because they went with the Quran, and I mean, this is a big story. So for Maliki, it's makruh. So predators, and they hunt with predators. So lion, for example, predator, and they hunt with the fangs. So this is. But you'll find something like dogs, fox, for example, which they have fangs, but they don't hunt with it. That's why they always find disagreement between scholars. But majority of them that, for example, dogs, vast majority of scholars, they say it's not permissible to eat dogs. Fox, there's two opinions. So for Shafi'iyya and Hanabi, this is permissible to eat fox. It's a lot in Manchester. So if you're a Shafi'i, this is definitely permissible to eat fox. Bismillah. So I mean, these two criteria, if it's fulfilled, then you'll find vast majority are haram. If one of them miss, then you'll find always disagreement. For example, elephant. Elephant has fangs, but he never hunt by that. He's not predator. So that's why there's also disagreement. That also majority of them say it's not permissible. Some of scholars say it's permissible. So this is number two, which is a rule in Sunnah. You want to ask? Sorry. You raise your hand in the back. Sorry. Is it a crocodile? Oh, crocodile, the same thing also. Crocodile, we talk about it when we come to the sea, because it's between sea and land. But again, vast majority of scholars say it's not permissible. Maliki madhab said it's permissible. If you can. Okay. Anyway, but we come to that in the sea, inshallah. Yes. Shall I just finish this a little bit and then we start questions? Okay. So, domesticated donkey and then this fangs. This is the main things in Sunnah that it's haram. Then what about the horses? Horses not domesticated donkeys. It's not predators. So should be permissible. But there's also two opinions in. Why there's two opinions? If you find any two opinions, it means there is a contradiction between some ayat that some scholars try to understand. For example, when it comes to horses, Allah said in Surah An-Nahl, وَالْخَيْلَ horses, وَالْبِغَالَ mules, وَالْحَمِيرَ donkeys, لِتَرْكَبُوهَا وَزِينَةً. He mentioned this ayah after he talked about al-an'am. وَالْأَنْعَامَ خَلَقَهَا لَكُمْ فِيهَا دِفْءٌ وَمَنَافِعُ وَمِنْهَا تَأْكُلُونَ. He talked about the cattle, and they said, we created cattle for you. You can eat from it. You can take from it a lot of things. You can ride it. And when he complete talking about the cattle, then he said, the horses, the mules, the donkeys, for two functions. لِتَرْكَبُوهَا, to ride it, وَزِينَةً, and just for beauty, to see it for race, for anything. So that's why Imam Malik said, he said, لِتَرْكَبُوهَا وَزِينَةً. He didn't mention to eat it. Then horse is not allowed. The other scholars say, we have a hadith that the Sahaba eat it in the time of Rasulullah and he say nothing. So that's the reason before these two opinions always. But we have now two rules in Sunnah: domesticated animals and the predators which they hunt with their fangs. That's what is in Sunnah. And we have in Quran khinzir and dead animals and blood. Yes. Go on.
Don't the fox hunt like squirrels, for example, with their fangs?
Fox? No, it not hunt with their fox. They just eat this, but not it don't. Fox, in my knowledge, not hunt with their fangs.
So what's the difference?
Unless it's in Manchester, do it. But usually the fox, they don't hunt by their. Yes.
So what's the difference between eating and hunting?
No, he mean by the animals. By mean.
Yeah. So if a fox eats a squirrel, then
Okay. No. Yeah. Did you go to in hunting?
no.
I can see. Yes. You don't know hunting then. Hunting is different. It's not like eating. Hunting, it means, the way catch it, the way you kill that, it's just by the fangs. That's hunting. But they find something and eat it, that's not hunting. You are expert. Absolutely. What's your name? Salah. Where are you from? Sudan. That's the place of, mashallah. Definite expert, mashallah. Yes. Oh, crocodile. Okay. Crocodile we come. What I say majority is not permissible. But it's some scholars, yes, it's right. Yes.
What counts as fangs in an animal? How do you know if an animal hunts with fangs?
Okay. Do you know fangs first?
Yeah, like sharp teeth.
Okay. So you can okay. How you can know is hunt? It's just by the expert people. Okay. You just need to ask. Okay. But I mean, you can just avoid this. If there is any fangs, just avoid it. That's better. There's a lot of halal animals, alhamdulillah. But we talk about pigs because khinzir is the third most slaughtered animals in the world. It's more than cow, more than sheep, more than cow, more than any. That's according to the National Geographic. They said that the first one is anyone can expect. What's the first animal? Chicken. No, there's no doubt. It's more than 50 billion every year. Chicken. They said that the second is duck. Yes, and the third is pig. That's what they said. Allahu alam. So, La ilaha illallah. So this now, which is about the land. There's any question about this? Yes.
Can you explain about visa?
Yeah.
Is that authentic hadith?
Yes. This is from domesticated animals. Domesticated, I mean donkey, no fangs. So the default here is permissible. The Arabia, especially in the East, in the time of Rasulullah, they used to eat it a lot. Yes. So that's the vast majority of scholars is permissible. But some scholars say it's disliked. Rasulullah, he never ate it. And Khalid bin Walid ate it in the gathering of Rasulullah. And he asked Rasulullah, why? I said, it's not in my area. I don't like it. But it's permissible. Yes. But you have to have to be very brave to eat it, yes. No, you can't. You can't drink the milk of domesticated animal. I mean donkey, sorry. Okay, so this is the first thing. Yes. Sorry? For those people who said this is permissible, then everything is permissible. For those scholars, they say it's not permissible, then it's not permissible. That's always a rule. There's another rule for any land animal or any animals, which is if anything is harmful for certain, then it becomes haram. That's a general rule in food and drinking. That's why cigarettes is haram, because it's harmful. Poison plants, it's haram because it's harmful. Type of sweets is haram for diabetes people because it's harmful. Anything harm you that it cause you to lose your life, this is dangerous. So, because your body is not yours, it's just amana. Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala is on you, but it's just amana for you. You have to obey Allah tabaraka and not harm yourself. That's general. Okay, there's another thing in Sunnah also. Yes. Go on. Sorry? Shisha. Yes, if shisha is harmful, it means it's not permissible. Yes. What do you think? Haram. Harmful. Khalas, good. Good mufti. So vaping, very good that you remind us. Guys, vaping is not permissible. Vaping is not permissible. It's harmful. It's not good. Yes. Vaping, yes. Even I don't know how I pronounce it. Yes. Raise your voice. Okay, that's not in our area. Yeah. But majority of scholars know Hanbali madhab, yes. Majority of scholars know, the madahib al-thalatha know, for Hanbali madhab, yes. But we here talk about, yes. I don't know it. But the qaida is it harmful or not? That's the qaida. The rule is anything harmful. Okay. Okay, what? Yes.
Sheikh, in many cultures, people use insects. So we know that locust is allowed to eat. Does other insects allowed as well?
Yes, we'll come to that. Yes, because the default is halal, but we'll come to that, inshallah. And anyway, we'll come to that. Some cultures, they have very strange things to eat. Another thing in Sunnah also, Sunnah talk about al-jallala. Raise your hand if you heard this word before. نهى عن أكل الجلالة. Really? Oh, good. I forget last time. I'm afraid I repeat all the lesson. Yes? Very good. MashaAllah. You? So that type of animal which eat filth or dead animals, or when the animal always eat the filth, then this is called jallala. So, and this is one of the reason for in the late 90s, there is a very famous disease in the world, especially here in the mad cow disease. Did you hear about this? So there's a lot of cow. They give them a very cheap protein, sometimes from dead animals, sometimes. When you eat filth, this is not permissible. And usually in Arabia, or usually in all the country, it's about the chicken usually. So Rasulullah said, if the chicken eat the filth, then stop eating the chicken for 3 days to 7 days. Give them very pure food, and after that you can eat. That shows us that Islam take care of animals. How we feed animals is very important in Islam. How we slaughter animals is very important in Islam. Because this is creation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. We should do our best for the creation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. We can't slaughter any animals before we say Bismillah. Bismillah means, oh Allah, give me permission to slaughter one of your creation. So that's the beauty of Islam. Yes? Someone raised his hand? Yes? No? Okay. So this is called Jallala. It means in Islam, even if you want to raise animals, you have to be very careful what you give or feed animals. Yes?
In today's day and age, it's a big concept of caged chickens, for example, and they will inject hormones, give a very processed food.
Okay. We'll come to that. We'll come to this musiba or yes, but it's just a general rule how to raise the animals is very important in Islam. That's why we'll talk about a lot of problems nowadays. Yes.
Jallala only apply to land animals or also to sea animals?
No, to land animals. Okay. Now, when we finish this, what is a very common eating in land animals is cattle. And the cattle Allah Ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-An'am 4 types. وَمِنَ الْإِبِلِ اثْنَيْنِ وَمِنَ الْبَقَرِ اثْنَيْنِ, camels and cow. And then he said وَمِنَ لا إله إلا الله. ومن الغنم اثنين ومن المعز اثنين. غنم, معز, بقر, إبل. Camel, cow, goat, sheep. This is, and اثنين, it means female and male. This is now the cattle, which is the most now dominant. Usually nowadays the chicken and the ducks, even turkey, this is more used than camel and cows. Camel is number 8 in the world. Cow is number 7. Sheep and goat is number 5. Turkey is number 6. So that's why people just... Anyway, so in this specific animals, you can't eat dead animals, then you have to slaughter these animals in right way. And the Arab, they know how to slaughter. Many nations also. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, you have to slaughter in the right way. What is the right way? The right way is the best way for the animals. It means you can't hurt animals. You should slaughter them in a way that they not feel this hurt. You finish their life in the best way that they don't feel this hurt. That's why the slaughter is from here. Because when you slaughter from here, you cut the blood circle straight away. You know, because it sends indication to the brain straight away. If you come from here and not go up, not go down. So it dies straight away with no hurt. Islam wants mercy for this creation. That's why Rasulullah said and emphasized that you should not show the animal the knife if you want to slaughter them. And you should also sharp your knife if you want to slaughter. If you don't sharp, this is sin. This is sin. This is haram. If you come and you try for few minutes to slaughter, that's haram because you hurt them. Don't show the knife, sharp your knife, and from this place, then you can cut blood circle straight away. All of this show us the beauty of Islam. That we take care of the creation of Allah. And then you have to say Bismillah. This Bismillah is just a permission from Allah Ta'ala. What if you forget Bismillah? The majority of scholars, it's still permissible. Because we are a human being, we sometimes forget. But our intention is always to say Bismillah. What if we forget one time? For the majority of scholars, that's permissible. Because the Muslim is, usually he always say this. If you forget one time, that's fine. But what I want to say, Bismillah, this word, it just indicate we take permission from the Creator to slaughter one of the creation. That's the main idea here. So, if you don't know how to slaughter in the right way, then go and learn how to do it. Raise your hand if you know how to slaughter in the right way. Okay. Very few. Young people is out of only except 1, 2. You know how? Okay, tell me how. Describe for me. I will test you now. Okay, shall we bring... Go on. You are from Egypt. Okay.
First you separate it from the rest of the animals.
Very good. You separate it from the rest of animals.
You get it on the side. You sit it on the side. You feed it water.
Okay.
And then you, of course, make sure the knife doesn't see the knife.
Okay, you hide the knife. Okay.
Then you take the knife.
Okay.
You lift its neck.
Okay.
You see the knife. And you bring it and you grab it. If it's a cow, you grab it so it doesn't move.
Okay.
And then you take with one thing there.
MashaAllah. Oh, good. MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Hasant. Then teach your friends. You want to do it. Please try to learn before. Okay. Okay, good. MashaAllah. Okay. Okay, but slaughter camel is a bit different. Anyone slaughter any camel before? That's why called nahar, not dhabh. Because it has a long neck, so that's why it's different. If you don't know, then you can see some video, YouTube video, you'll find it's something, have to be very brave. Okay, so slaughter in right way, that's what is obligatory for, yes, go on. Sorry? We'll come to that. Just we'll talk about the right now. There's a lot of problems in all these things. We'll come to that. But we talk about the right things first. It doesn't have to. Yes. It's recommended for some scholars to be, but it's not, you don't have to, no. Yes? Yes. It's just right down the Adam's apple. Just look at that apple and go down straight away, and that's the place. An apple, show you where is it. It's just under the apples. Yes. No, you don't have to have wudu. No. You don't have to. Yes.
The animal has to be lying down or can it be standing? Like if you're killing a cow, for example, big thing, you have to like make sure that they're lying down.
You don't have to, but it's better for the animals to lay down, except if it's camel. Camel, you have to hit it first when it's, then it will lay down by itself. Then you will continue. Yes. Try in different country, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not allowed to slaughter animals in this country, okay? So what I talk about is different country. Here it's just, alhamdulillah, we have... that's good. That's good. Yes, I talk about different countries. Yes.
Sheikh, I've seen that if the animal is sick, sometimes they slaughter it. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay. Unless it's something severe.
Like if the animal is about to die, sometimes I saw...
It's about to die, it's obligatory to slaughter.
You can eat the meat.
Yes, that's why it's obligatory. You have to hurry up. I'm serious, yes. You have to do it, otherwise it will be dead animal and you can't take benefit. Yes. Yes, you have to do it, yes. Huh? Huh? That's up to you, but usually it's very rare in this. But if you know that for certain, definitely, we have a rule, anything harmful, you can't eat it. But don't worry, this is cancer, this is very rare. This now just with this, different countries, this is very rare, yes.
Do you have to cut his throat, or can you kill it in another way?
Okay, this is the best way, but what if you start slaughter from the neck? Majority of scholars, it's permissible. Except Malikiya. وجاز ذبح الشاة من قفاها عند الثلاثة ومن قفاها. For the majority of scholars, yes, except Maliki, yes.
They follow all the rules and even say Bismillah, but non-Muslim.
But it's slaughtered in the right way.
Yeah, and even says Bismillah.
Okay. That's a good question. We'll come to that. We'll come to that because we discuss in details, inshallah, next time, what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said in Surah Al-Ma'idah. وَطَعَامُ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ حِلٌّ لَكُمْ. I will talk in details in this. Allah said, if Ahlul Kitab, the people of the book, their ta'am, their meat, is permissible for you. This is big discussion here. Why it's permissible for us? Is it because they slaughter in the right way? Or because they're just the people of the book? What if the people of the book right now, some of them not become the people of the book, become atheists? What if they slaughter in different way? Like all of these questions, I will inshallah next week, bi'idhnillah. If you have anything about the right way, before we finish, inshallah, yes. We'll talk about that, inshallah. Yes. Rasul, yes. We'll talk about that, inshallah. There's something hunting and something cattle. Cattle, you can't shoot it. But there is something else. We'll talk about it. In hunting, there is flexibility here. We'll talk about it. Yes.
Is there any difference when you're
Slaughtering
slaughtering an animal versus sacrificing one? Like the method they do.
and sacrificing. What?
Like either other.
So you sacrifice for who? It's same. Slaughtering is the way. Sacrifice just, intention, yes. It's just the way, yeah.
I still have a question about Jalala.
Go on.
Also, Jalala, if we feed the animal with another animal, which is also slaughtered Islamically,
That's fine.
so this is not Jalala.
No, it's not jalala. This is halal meat. It's halal meat. But jalala, if more than 50% is filth, then this is not permissible for the majority. But usually jalala in Muslim country, this is issue, it come only with chicken. Usually. Because sometimes eat the filth and then it's become problems. You just stay for 3 days, that's fine after that. Yes. Which animal eat pork? Chicken can't eat pork. Chicken eat pork. Okay. Look, Jalala, the rule here is always what's 50% or less than 50%. If the animal eat a lot of things but eat something, that's fine. But it's the most of what that animal eats is filth, then it's not permissible. In Sharia, always majority is very important. Wallahu alam. Yes. Okay. You don't have to be adult, but it's for a certain ways, like udhiyah or hadi, or if you want to sacrifice that in the sake of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, it's better to be like this. But it's not shart, it's not condition. Yes.
There are certain age animals have to be before you kill them.
If it's udhiyah, yes, there is certain age, yes. For example, in the cow, it should be, yes, 2 years. In the da'n, which is goat, should be 1 year, 6 months in some scholars. Yes, there's certain age. The udhiyah, brothers and sisters, udhiyah have 4 conditions. Because udhiyah, you sacrifice things for the sake of Allah. Then you should not pick something has a disease, not something even cut their ears, or should be very nice. Even when you see it, it's very nice in appearance, because this is in the sake of Allah. So you should choose the best animal. That's why it's Allahu alam wa sallallahu ala abdi rasuli sayyidina Muhammad. Next week, inshallah, we'll just make 5 minutes for salam. That's why. Assalamu alaikum.